Excuse me. Hi. Good morning, miss. My name is Joe McCormick. I'm with Vegetation Management Incorporated. We've been hired by Flagsbury Power and Light to control the vegetation near the power lines in the area.
I received a letter about this a few weeks ago, and actually I had a few questions.
Great. That's why I'm here. I noticed the bikes and toys when I arrived. How many do you have?
We have 2 bikes and way too many toys. Kids, you mean?
Yes.
We have 2 daughters, one of which has allergies, so I was a little concerned when I read that you'd be using some type of herbicide. I went online to learn more about it, but could you tell me exactly what you're going to be doing?
Well, I certainly understand your concerns. First, let me explain what we'll be doing and why we're doing it. Then I can review some literature with you and share a few online resources where you can find additional information. This should help address any concerns you may have, okay?
That would be great. There were so many conflicting messages on the websites I found. I wasn't sure what to believe.
You're right. There's so much information out there, it's hard to know what's based on science and what may be just based on emotion. So, as I said, we've been hired to control invasive vegetation near the power lines along Maple Road. Controlling the vegetation is important to help ensure the power company can quickly access the lines, which in turn ensures safe and reliable power for us. Now, we have experienced crews that selectively treat the targeted brush and weeds with a herbicide that's similar to one you might buy at a lawn and garden store to get rid of dandelions.
Well, can any of that get over into my yard? I mean, should I keep my girls inside when I see your trucks, or what do you suggest?
That's a good question, but it's not necessary. Our applications are targeted at a certain species using best stewardship practices. But I can certainly have the crew chief give you a call before we begin along this stretch of road. They plan on being here about the same time next week.
Oh, well, my daughters are going to the Wildlife Preserve Day Camp for the next 2 weeks, so never mind. You know, I was probably getting worked up over nothing.
No, not at all. It's important that we know your concerns so we can provide you with the information you need to understand why controlling invasive weeds is critical in many respects. You mentioned that your daughters enjoy wildlife.
Yes.
What's kind of cool is field research shows that vegetation management actually helps increase biodiversity and plays an important role in wildlife habitat restoration.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'll have to tell my kids.
Great. Well, please review the brochure. You'll notice here on the back is a list of websites that provide factual information.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, feel free to call Robert Edwards at Flagsbury Power and Light. His phone number and email address are here at the bottom.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much for stopping by.
No problem at all. Thank you for your time.
We saw from research that people want to know about treatment before application because it provides them with some sense of control over the situation. And by now, you've gathered that there's a right way and a wrong way to notify them. In the right way scene, Joe's professional appearance made a good first impression. He provided an appropriate amount of lead time, so the property owner was not caught off guard, and as a result, more concerned when crews would arrive the following week. Joe delivered key messages with confidence, knowledge, and authority, yet also acknowledged and showed empathy for the owner's concerns. He was polite and respectful, which helps make people more trustful and puts them at ease. The bottom line is most property owners will be more receptive if you approach the situation in a truly professional manner. Remember, more than 80% of people hold uncommitted opinions about herbicide use, and sometimes concerns are based more on emotion than on science. It's up to you to approach each situation so you have a positive impact on that person's perceptions about vegetation management.